Hi everybody, welcome back to Standout Leadership. Today we're looking at productivity and continuous improvement solutions. And in the time that we are, productivity is always so important, both personally and professionally, for organizations, for families, for personal lives. So what are the 5 M's of productivity? We're talking about man, of course, as human resources, which is the most important line of productivity. The next one we talk about is money, which is managing money to keep our businesses afloat and our families afloat. And of course, the method, how will we achieve what needs to be done? And personal and corporate responsibility is so important when we look at methods. What kind of machines do we need? What do we need to make the change happen? And at this time, of course, change is a constant in our lives. How do we manage that change? What do we need to manage that change? And of course, the material, what will we need to process the change? What will we need in our businesses, our personal lives, our homes, in our families? So just looking at those 5 M's of productivity: man, money, method, machines, and of course, material. And we want to continue by looking at about 4 other points. How do we look at the efficiencies? How do we assess the issues, the innovation, and the best practices? All of these fall under efficiencies, both in our organization and in our homes and in our personal lives. And I always say to people, productivity is not about a machine. It's not about a manufacturing company. It's about just how we live our lives as people. And if we live our lives a particular way, whatever we do, we will be productive, both personally and professionally. We also want to look at developing a mindset of innovation. How do we develop that mindset? What do we do to get that kind of mindset? How do we make that shift? And when we develop a particular mindset of innovation, it leads us to think in a particular way and act in a particular way and appreciate a particular way of living, being, and operating. And there we would be able to understand the 5 M's more effectively, which are man, money, method, machine, and of course, material. We also want to develop innovative habits. That's taking risk. Habits are so important. Habits are what take us in another direction. Habits help us to be consistent, be intentional about what we do and how do we do it. I always tell people that I need to develop a habit of just exercising regularly, because we all struggle with something, and that is a particular habit that I must develop. What is your habit? What do you need to become a part of your life? The other thing we want to look at is develop an innovative characteristics. What are some of those? Patience, communication, faith. And we are not to downplay any of these characteristics, because it is our character which is going to make us successful. Coupled with the other 5 M's, it's our character which is going to drive our habits, which is going to drive the innovation, which is going to drive the efficiencies, and our appreciation for what is required both personally and professionally. So let's do this. See you later.